Hey friends and family, happy Saturday to you guys. I had to pop on in here and share. I'm just running a few errands right now, but I had to share with you this word that the Holy Spirit, I was literally just praying in the car and I was just talking out loud to God, and I was just kind of going over some of my thoughts. I just had a wonderful fellowship with one of my coworkers who God has just brought into my life. We've just connected and we're like, you know what, let's just sneak away and just go get to know each other better and have some fellowship at a coffee shop. And so it's just been amazing. But I wanted to share with you guys that there's a lot of you right now, like me, who are probably uncomfortable. You are feeling discomfort. And I wanted to share with you what the Holy Spirit revealed to me about why you may be experiencing discomfort or are feeling uncomfortable right now in your life, in your relationships, and different dynamics that is your life. You may be feeling some discomfort. And a lot of times when we are thinking of discomfort, we are thinking usually in the Christian mind, oh, that's just the devil. He's messing with me. And I feel like God sometimes is like, excuse me, don't be giving him credit for something that I am doing, okay? Discomfort and feeling uncomfortable, you guys. God, wow. So I was talking to a client of mine today, because you guys know that I health coach. And one of the things I was praying to God about is like the fact that as a health coach, sometimes the temptation is to correct. Sometimes we overcorrect when we're talking about what to eat or what to drink. And like most of us, we know what we're supposed to be doing. It's really not the daily to-dos that's the issue. It's what's going on up in here, right? And this is true for any aspect or component of our life. And so one of the things as a coach, one of the things as someone who disciples people, which we all are called to do, is you have to become a safe place for people to unpack their stuff and be able to talk through what's going on, why they're making the bad decision, why they're making the choices that they're making, because most of us know what we're supposed to be doing. That's not the issue. We don't have a knowledge issue. A lot of us have a hard time with unpacking or coming to terms with why we're making the decisions that we're making that are unfruitful or that are harmful or that are sinful. And as a coach or as somebody who's discipling other people and helping people walking with people through their lives, which we're all called to do, you want to become a safe place for people to unpack and talk through and allow God to reveal in them the answer that's already there, because we have the Holy Spirit. Reveal and come to the answer themselves, as opposed to feeding the answer to people all the time. A lot of us are really, really good at telling people what they should be doing. We're really, really struggling in the area of discipleship and helping people come to that solution themselves by way of the Holy Spirit. And walking along with people and sharing your testimony is one of the most powerful ways that you can do that. So anyways, I had this client sharing with me about a massage, and I was like, this is so spiritual. The client goes to get the massage, and the masseuse says, I can't give you a massage because I have to spend this time getting you back into alignment first. And the Holy Spirit just started downloading into me as I'm processing this thought. I was like, wow, that is so deep on so many levels, that a lot of us have learned to cope with the things in our lives that are out of alignment. We've learned to cope. And so we've learned to make what is out of alignment, we found comfort by coping. And what God does, the Holy Spirit in our lives does, is he takes what's out of alignment and he puts it into alignment. And as I was talking about this out loud, I literally said, Lord, I've been so uncomfortable lately. I've been having having to have difficult conversations, finding myself in difficult situations that are uncomfortable in relationships that otherwise have been seemingly comfortable. There's been no conflict. There's been no, issues. And as of late, I feel like every time I'm turning around, I'm finding myself having to have hard conversations in these different relationship dynamics that I'm in. And I was getting ready to say, oh, that's probably because things are out of alignment and you're putting it back into alignment. He said, yes. But he said, you think the discomfort is evil. Because I literally said, oh, it's just the devil trying to cause division. And he said, it's me. I'm popping that thing back into alignment. Discomfort is from me. Comfort is the red flag. We have come up in a world that teaches us that everything has to be comfortable. It's about your happiness. If you're not happy, change jobs. If you're not happy, throw away your spouse and get another one. If you're not happy, quit. If you're not, and so everything in the world has catered to our comfort. You don't want to get out and go shopping? Just from the comfort of your home, swipe and order your groceries. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that there's perks and relevance to these things, but we literally grow up in a world that is countercultural to the way God works. Discomfort is a gift. Relationship tension is a gift. I understand why God puts us in a family, and you keep hearing me talk about this. You are designed for relationship because relationship is where tension often happens, because you have different personalities and backgrounds and ideas and thoughts all coming together and merging and taking those differences and bringing them into a place of unity, not uniformity, because we're not all supposed to be and function and act the same. But you're bringing those beautiful differences that God has given each of us as a hand, a foot, a leg, an arm, or whatever, and you're bringing those things into unity. And in that process, tension happens. And God is so smart because he knows that tension is what causes us to grow. It causes us to mature. It also strengthens the bond of connection when we work through our issues. But what we're used to doing when there's tension and when there's conflict or when there's discomfort is we're used to cutting the relationship off. We're used to quitting that thing or leaving that space. And there is times when God will call you up out of things. So don't mishear me. But most of the time, we cut it off and we run, or we don't stick it out and work through things because we hate discomfort. We don't like being uncomfortable. We don't like being inconvenienced. And tension, conflict, working out things, having the hard conversations is inconvenient emotionally, and it is uncomfortable. But that is where growth happens. That is where the maturity of the human being happens, is in the tension, in the place of tension and conflict. It is not a curse. It is a blessing, because iron sharpens iron. You've heard me say this. Iron sharpens iron. We always think of that as just like a really light, like, oh, fellowship. Fellowship is fun. Fellowship can be fun, and fellowship should be fun. We're family. Families can have fun together. But fellowship is for the strengthening and the maturity of the believer. That only happens in tension. Iron sharpens iron because there is friction happening. So I encourage you guys to stop running from what is uncomfortable and realize that it's God putting that thing, when you feel discomfort, it is God putting that thing into alignment. He's noticing it's out of alignment, and I'm popping it back into place. And sometimes he's got to pop it out to pop it back in so that it's where it's designed to be. So embrace the discomfort and ask God, what is it that you're teaching me? What is it that you're showing me? Where was it that I was out of alignment, or this relationship was out of alignment, or this conversation was out of alignment? The massage part of this component is the peace. A lot of times we go to God like our massage therapist, and we just need, just please massage me, work out these. We forget a part of the massage is working out the kinks, and that hurts. You ever had a tight muscle and gone to a massage therapist and they work out that tight muscle? They're working it out. And what's happening in the context of our relationships is God is working out our soul salvation. He's working out those things that are out of alignment. And sometimes that hurts. That deep tissue massage is anything but pleasurable because it's popping and moving things back into alignment. It's releasing toxins. It's releasing the tight muscles. And that stuff does not feel good. It hurts. Stop thinking that everything is supposed to feel good. That's what the world teaches. Everything does not feel good, but even though it doesn't feel good, it's fruitful for you. And it's only for a season. Joy comes in the morning. Refreshment comes in the morning. Jesus is that refreshment. And so if you're going through an uncomfortable season where you find yourself like me, every time you turn around, having to deal with a conflict or a realignment, embrace it. Embrace it, because it means that you're growing, and God is taking what was out of alignment and he's moving it into alignment. That's why it feels uncomfortable. And then the peace of the Lord, the beauty of God as opposed to massage therapist, is that you can have peace in the midst of discomfort, because your peace is Christ. It's a person. Okay? And so just stop running from the discomfort. Embrace it. It's maturing you, it's growing you, it's putting you in alignment with where you need to be for those people that you are called to impact, and the people that you are called to be impacted by. Okay? And don't mishear me. There are times when there does need to be separation, where God will call you out of places, call you out of relationships, that is the dislocating of the joint to pop it into the place where it's supposed to be. Okay? So that's going to take you being keen and listening to the Holy Spirit. But I just wanted to encourage you that if you're just uncomfortable, it's not the devil, it's God. He's popping what's out of alignment into place, and that is uncomfortable. But eventually it heals, and then you have peace. But the beautiful part of Christ is we can have peace in the middle of discomfort. Absolutely 100% can. So stop thinking it's the devil all the time. He doesn't have that much power. Stop giving him so much acknowledgement. A lot of times it's God working something out in you and through you, and it's often uncomfortable, but it's for your good, and it will yield much fruit. Be blessed, my friends. Hope this blesses you. Love to hear your comments and feedback if this is making any sense at all. But it was a huge revelation to me, because literally in the middle of my prayer, I was like, oh, you were God. He literally showed me in the middle of my prayer that the discomfort was him putting something into alignment. And I'm okay with that all day. You know what I'm saying? All right. Bye, you guys. I'm trying to get out and my phone won't let me. Let me out. I guess I'm not supposed to get out yet. Anyways, thank you for popping on. Eventually, when this